Hi folks, we're back with another episode of whatever this is. I'm Crispy, this is Hef.
Hi. We have a very special, that's pretty cool. We have a very special episode as urged to us from our friends at Cash Liquors. We have been given the gift of trying the same barley wine, which is a long-aged ale, from 4 different years, which, I mean, that means that they've been holding on to this for all of that time just for the opportunity to show off the fact that they have 4 different years.
And to have someone who they feel would be able to appreciate them, which kind of warms my heart a bit. Makes my itty bitty heart.
Oh, that smells beautiful. Now, barley wines, which I've only just come to recently appreciate, are basically, long story short, as it was explained, a barley wine is double the dry goods, half the water. So it's a long-aged ale that will keep fucking forever, which is also the hallmarks of the Imperials and the IPAs, and that's the whole reason that they are world famous, is because of the length upon which you could actually go by ship and actually have the beer be representative of what the beer was supposed to be by the time you reach the end of your journey. So in previous centuries, that was seriously important. Thusly was produced the barley wine. There's also wheat wines, and basically any grain that you can do is this. But we're starting with the 2008 from Sierra Nevada, which is fairly common, at least in the South, brewer to kind of see. It's not well known, I would say, but it's fairly common to see. From what I can say,
Bottled by Sierra Nevada Brewing Company, Chicago, California.
Chicago. 9.6.
12-ounce bottle.
Yeah. Anniversary of the 25th expedition. So that is our start. Super like a wine aged, a wine barrel aged wine, which it's not. It's a normal beer process, but it has that kind of tang to it.
Kind of a really sharp note to the beginning of it.
Yeah, that's those acids, those tannins right there at the front. It's got a really rich molasses caramel center. Like it's almost like one of those like hard candies that has the what was Grandma always giving you? Woodworth caramel candy, the hard ones.
Yeah, I know which one you're talking about.
Yeah, in the horrible wrapper that was like so loud. Yeah.
You always loved them, but you can never eat them quietly. It is really good.
All right, now
it's soft.
Well, this is the one that's been fermenting the longest, and I think we've actually shot ourselves in the foot by doing the one that's been aged the longest. I think we actually fucked ourselves.
Well, we'll find out. It's fairly soft on the palate. While it does have the sharp beginning, it's still fairly smooth and soft.
It's not too carbonated. Like it's not. It's not filling me up with a lot of excess aromas. I'm
really pleased with it.
Yeah, and I realized that I poured too much into the first cups because we're only supposed to be doing like a couple sips per.
I will never get that.
All right, as you see, we're opening up the 09 to let it start oxidizing a bit. Yeah. Do you have a beer fact for this time for your?
No, I think you already hit it,
friend.
I already think you hit that. Yeah, that's really good. So you guys are probably gonna see something we don't normally do, which is rinse our glasses out.
Which we don't, because normally we're not changing beers ever.
Yeah.
So, and also importantly, if you're going to be doing some sort of judging, you're going to want to also like rinse your palate out a little bit. So, we have these water bottles here, especially to really kind of clear it, because we have to. I'm assuming that they're going to be similar. You want to do the honor?
I would assume they would be similar, but with minute differences, and those minute differences are going to be rather hard to detect. Rest of that water. Rather hard to detect when you're dealing with.
Do this.
There we go. When your palate has already been bushwhacked by your previous flavors. And I know I just sounded like a fucking retard saying that.
It's okay. We only have it on tape.
As only celluloid can reproduce. But we're not reproducing it on that now, are we? The coloring is pretty much the same.
You know, it very much is an amber. Like if I had to look at it just like across the room, I would say, "Oh, that's amber lager or an amber ale." It's not, but God, that color is just the richest form of insect capturing dinosaur holding Jurassic Park. I can already tell it's not as... There's a delicateness to it, but it's not as rich as this. Not as set in its ways, full-bodied, I guess would be the right amount of terms.
Yeah. I think that's the proper phrase to go for on that one.
It's even... It's smoother, like in a way. It doesn't have that... The arc stops earlier and kind of...
Yeah. It also has kind of a harsher start to it, though.
That's the word coming to mind is really different, but it's got like a redder start, like a hotter start.
Yeah.
I wonder if that means that there's more of the alkaloids, the tannins in the start, because they haven't reduced into solution yet, or if it's the other way around.
It could be that, or it could just be the barley hops from year to year.
True. Actually, I hadn't even thought about that until now. We are absolutely tasting products that are not homogeneous in any way. There's going to be minute differences in crops,
soil, weather,
rainfall, humidity. Oh wow, pollens that are in the actual products that change the flavor profiles. Wow, yeah, I hadn't even thought about that. Good fucking spot.
Yeah, and that comes from just knowing more about other alcohols in general, like wine, which is why you get good years of wine and bad years of wine from the same company. It's just the rainfall in that area.
Right.
Or if there was a wildfire.
Right. Or a particular algae bloom upwind. Yeah.
The algae in Tangier was extremely high this year, while the moon was full on a late winter's eve.
Yeah, it's got a. As I was getting to the bottom of the glass, it had a lot more of an acid tail to it. As it came down like that, it came up and it like hit the back of my tongue and fizzed on the way down, which you didn't do in the 8. Yeah.
Also a little bit more carbonation I've noticed.
Yeah,
I mean, pour that much water in my cup.
Do you think that's indicative of the, like, will all of these have more carbonation?
Only one way to find out.
Well, I mean,
I would assume so. Because, well, maybe not, because they are sealed containers.
there's only so much of the hermetic seal that works. That was way too much.
Yeah, it was. Don't forget to rinse your palate. And I put my glass right where the bottle goes. Awesome.
Yeah, you
Good
did
job.
the same thing over here.
Did I? I
I
did.
was just setting my glass down. I was like, that's... Which I can appreciate the symmetry, but...
Yeah.
There's not a lot of difference.
And I have a feeling as we get closer to the 11, the differences are going to start to fade.
Okay.
Because with mead and some other beers, after a certain point or even whiskeys, after a certain point you just can't quite taste the difference. It takes longer and longer on the aging process for you to really get that next flavor profile. So I feel like the 10 and the 11 are going to be pretty similar since they're only what?
Oh,
Jalapeno.
jalapeno. Good southern tradition of Whataburger.
Yes.
Markedly more carbonated.
Yep. Well, I can even see it on the top of my glass. I would roll the glass so that you guys could see it better, but you know the weird thing about fluids staying level, they stay level when you roll it.
Yeah. Not as much of a hot start.
The caramel flavors also died down quite a bit.
Yeah, it's rolled into kind of like a malty or like a grass oriented sort of a concept. Maybe like a sugar cane.
Yeah. But it's definitely not that really rich caramel flavor.
Yeah, it's definitely not whatever's in this well right here. God, there's going to be a couple of different places in this video where I'm like, cut to a quick change.
That's okay. That's okay.
Yeah, I don't think we've ever tried to do judgment in mind like this.
No, and I have a feeling we're going to have a hard time doing it again.
I think from start to finish, I would try from the
Go down.
youngest.
Yeah,
to oldest.
future reference.
Yeah. Because this is basically like trying. It's bad reference. I can't think of something that was tried as it's older and it would go. Yeah. It's like trying the cougar before the.
Yeah.
That's not a good reference. It's not a word. It's trying the grandmother before the. No, that's even worse. Yeah, I'm gonna go to. But